For you, as an actress, the idea of taking on Queen Victoria, what was that like?
Pretty... I had to kind of really think about it, actually, but I think it's because it's somebody that's obviously real and existed, never mind someone who's kind of, you know, so iconic and so part of our history. But I think whenever you play anybody that's actually really lived, yeah, there's a certain kind of responsibility, I suppose.
So we tend to think of Queen Victoria, I think, mainly in later stages when she was not amused and, you know, when she was sort of the kind of ultimate sort of moral arbiter. Very stern, you know, all of that. Whereas here she is at 18, young little wisp of a thing. And we're also promised, I don't know if this is true, a little bit of steaminess.
Yeah, with Albert in particular. I mean, it's interesting because she... Again, it's people have got this preconception of her, and I think it is because, you know, we see her in black, she's wearing black, and that image of her, she's much older. But her humour, there's actually a photograph of her laughing somewhere, and you see that twinkle, like, she's very unprecious, kind of absolutely formidable woman, and you see those traits in her when she's younger, but she's quite inconsistent, kind of very young and romantic, actually, but still with this vein of steel that runs through her. So you kind of get to see that and see the Victoria that we know as the iconic Victoria, I suppose.
And the challenge for you as an actress as well, because I was reading and you ended up having to do all sorts of bits and pieces to prove that you were going to be the size saddling, riding, to play the role, to prove that you were Queen Victoria, because that's what she was doing.
I can side saddle.
And is that something you could do before?
In a corset?
No.
In a corset? Now, that should be Olympic sports.
Yeah, actually, that was a test to the core, to say the least. But yeah, side saddle, and I attempted to learn Beethoven.
Because she played the piano as well?
Yeah, well, it's kind of her and Albert. It was their shared passion, and, you know, there's such different... You know, he's very mathematical and logical, and she's very emotionally led, but they shared this passion over music, and he used to, you know, make songs composed for her, and it was part of their courtship.
And how did you get on with the piano, then?
Not great, no, not too great.
And what about this thing that Kate was saying, because 17 years they were together, they had 9 children.
Yeah.
And there is steamier parts to this. Are we going to see the royals in passionate throes?
Yeah, it's not something we've shied away from at all, because I think to understand their relationship and to understand how they operate with one another, their chemistry and their passion, their love for one another was extremely strong, but yet turbulent. So there's so much that happens, but in order to understand them as a dynamic and as how they operate, you have to have that passion there, and I think it's quite important to not shy away from it.
Well, talking of passion, there have been pictures of you and Prince Harry. I'm assuming you're together because of research? Was for the royal family? Was that what it was?
No, he's a friend of mine.
Is he?
He is, yes.
See, we want him married off. The idea of Prince Harry to marry to Clara, Dr. Who's sister, would be brilliant.
Well, that's the magic.
That's
written in your story,
that's
isn't
my
it? Right
dream,
there.
yeah.
Jenna, it's lovely to see you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
When it airs. I know you've been waiting for a long time. It's a big thing, and we're all going to be, like you say, Downton slot, Sunday night. Fingers crossed.
Thank you.
You get the reception that we hope for.
Thank you very much.
Actually, a lot of people say, don't spoil anything for me. Yeah, it's changed now, where people are like, don't say anything. I wouldn't anyway. I'm sort of well-trained in sort of keeping... very stum about everything. It's almost like, what can I say? Oh, no, that is OK. That bit's aired.
Now, it's a rather different character you play in Upstart Crow, where you're much cleaner.